Hi, my name is Jackie Murray, and I'm your guide through these 32 lessons in the Structured Learning Technology curriculum. This is second grade, and we're on lesson 20. This is details. We talked about details if you've been following this program since kindergarten. We did it in kindergarten and first grade. This year, because of their writing, the way it ramps up in Common Core and other writing programs, detail in writing is much more important. So hopefully they can build on the knowledge they developed in kindergarten and first grade, and this year really think about detail in their writing. So we're going to encourage that with them in this lesson. So essential question, big idea, right along those lines. Have a story that the students wrote in first grades that you can use as an example to show them how their writing has developed in the past year, how much better they are this year than last year. Make it anonymous, of course. We're not trying to make anyone feel bad about their writing or anyone feel bad about first grade writing. It's the idea is every year they get better and better at their writing. And this year it's because they really are starting to understand how to use detail. So have them practice keyboarding till you get started. And then on the class screen, show a story that they wrote last year, something like this. And then ask students why they think that sounds like a first grade story instead of a second grade story. You're going to look for things like this in here. Let's see if it gives them ideas. Nope, it doesn't give them. Oh, it does. Okay, so they have these ideas. So if they parrot these to you because they're using the workbooks, ask them, what does that mean in sufficient detail? What does it mean the words are too simple or repetitive? So get them thinking about those, because those definitely are reasons why this, when you look at it, you think that's first grade, not second grade. This one down here that we're going to use is definitely more involved than it would be for a second grader, but we're just using it as an example. So here's a story they might read. You can read this aloud to them. This would take several pages in a second grade book, a couple anyway. So how would you make Mr. Coyote more interesting, more addictive, that students would want to know more about him and feel empathetically feel what he's going through? And same with the tree. The tree, we anthropomorphize the tree in this story. So how do you make that tree sound more friendly or more like the coyote could actually get an answer from it? And then these underlines are words. Old doesn't really tell us much. Beautiful, walking. What words might they replace to give us a better idea? He had been walking for hours. Maybe he'd been trudging. Maybe he'd been dragging, eyes pointed down, sun baking his shoulders. So have them think about what else they might do to make that more detailed as a group. If you want more, back up a second. So then have them look at the story they wrote last week and tell me more about the girl, tell me more about the story. So right here, how would they improve that story they wrote last week? Now, if you have the facility, you could bring that story up and have them edit it. Tell us more about the girl, tell us more about the dog, whatever details they had in their story. Or you might not. You might just save that for the next slide that they're going to do. So here's some suggestions you'll make that will change the way a story sounds. Okay, if you want more practice with them, they can write this story and then go through these ideas on how to make that story better, more appealing, more interesting. Okay, so then work on that with a partner. And then the class exit ticket, make sure the neighbor verifies that the student saved changes to their story starter if there's any, because they're going to use that later. Okay, and that's about it. I don't think there's anything in this. They have a spot to take notes, but that's really about it. Sight words and Spelling City. If you get done early and you think that this is, okay, they got this, they don't need to do this second example, they can go to Spelling City and work on your sight words. All right, guys. Let me know if you have any questions about this. This is a really good formative lesson. Really, if they're doing reports in class, and if they're doing fiction writing or narrative writing, this is a great way to help them understand what you do to make that writing sound more interesting to people. All right. Have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.